Alright, I'm just gonna get started. So today we're going to be unboxing this. Got some fun stuff in here. Let me move my keyboard out of the way. Click on their name / mod name. Let's see, mod. Nope, I spelled your name wrong. Alright. Don't burn the channel down. Please, please. Look at me. My fiance's like judging me. Someone asked last stream why I'm talking upward. I live in a studio loft, so like the stairs are right here, and then she's right above me, and there's no wall or anything, so I can just kind of scream, and she heard me. Alright, so today got a box right here and a box right here. Let's start with the black box. I'm gonna open this. Right here we got some screws, a hex key, some standoffs, some bump-ons, USB cable, and some cherry-ish stabs. I'm just gonna put the stabs over there because we're not using those today. Let's move this aside. The star of the show today is this right here. This is the blown out. Let me turn on the light real quick. Can you see it now? This is the KBD67 MKII in E white. Let's see. Oh, blinded. Gotta go closer. Make the light lower. There you go. That's what it looks like. The anode is pretty clean. Let's check for mismatch. Sorry, everything's dark right now, but I'm trying to focus on the most important thing right now. Get close. Blinded still. What is it, Obi? Tell me. It's E white, right? So dumb. This guy is so dumb. The E white matches. Yeah. So, is there such thing as what's the process called? Electrify. I'm gonna Google that real quick. E white. Put on headphones. We can hear your speakers. Alright, I could just unplug my speakers actually. This should do it. Were you hearing the hiss of my speakers? Is it good now? It's basically shocking the color into the metal. So there's a possibility that it would discolor it. Did you acquire this before or after the KBD fans coronavirus slowdown? Well, all the E-whites just started shipping after the coronavirus shutdown. Still hear an echo. Let's see. Oh, I know what you're talking about. No, it should be no more echo, right? How about now, Eddie? Am I gonna go to the OSK meetup at UCI April 5th? Yes, I will. I'll bring my little cheapo boards. This being probably one of them. So I'm gonna keep this out. That's great, cool. Yeah, so it wasn't my speakers. I had monitoring because I wanted to double check that my audio is good. Because I always second guess if the mic's even working. Let's put this aside. Over here we got the brass plate. Bring the other cheapo board, the one with the knob. Yeah, let me grab that real quick. Let's show the people my cheapo board. Here's my other cheapo board. I use this for work. It's whatever, you know. This was built last stream. the deep ocean blue Satisfaction 75. Let's put that away. I'll use it on stream, but it takes up way too much space on my desk. So we got the brass plate. Let's see if I can remember how to build this, despite me making a tutorial video. Got the PCB. So KBD Fans has been shipping PCBs with this like thing right here. That ain't right, man. Like that's not supposed to stay there. If you leave that there, you're gonna have issues. So this is the Hotswap PCB. So close. Can you get closer? Got KL Hotswap sockets. Cause I'm a noob. Just kidding. This is gonna be my tester board. I sold off my 6.5 so I can get a brass tester board. Alright, so y'all gonna see how ghetto I am. So I'm gonna put this down. First things first, we gotta check our PCB. So I'm gonna... You sold it before the stonk spike. What are the 6.5 prices right now? Because I sold it for a good chunk of change. Q&K tester. Oh crap. Didn't mean that. Oh, Brandon Taylor put out a video right after I sold it too. So I probably could have gotten a little bit more money. But it's all good. I just wanted to get the expensive stuff out of my house. So this board is USB-C. Plug this in. And if you saw my tutorial video, it says USB device not recognized. If you saw my tutorial video, I use these makeup things. Where's the raffle? I ain't got nothing to raffle. I really hope this works. Let's plug this in again. Let's see. It says USB device not detected. Am I registering anything? God damn. What the hell? It's lighting up. Maybe you click on the tab. Right. Good call. Let's see. Up. Who's an idiot? This is why you go on stream. Because people are smarter than you. Let's do the top left corner. Let's knock this out real quick. A little makeup thing. Super ghetto. Is that it? Backspace. I need to turn on my sound. I'm gonna mute this real quick so I can actually test it. Speakers. You don't raffle all the stream builds? Oh, dude, I pay for this with my own money. I'm not a big time streamer. What button am I even on? This is minus. It's not even registering. Oh, I'm not on the right tab again. Dumb. Alright, there we go. Oh, I didn't need to stop the music. So I'll put that back. Quality content. What, to give away stuff? Yeah, if I have the extra money. I'm just here to test stuff and have fun, man. Let's move this over. I'll figure this out. So you always gotta test your boards before you start building, because awkward to go through all that effort just to have a broken PCB. There's always QC issues, so better safe than sorry. Ooh, come on, Q. You know, if you have actual tweezers, this goes by much faster because you can just stick it in the socket, but I do not. Come on, crooks. Why you gotta be weird like that? Yeah. I'm streaming with makeup tweezers, man. They said tweezer, I got tweezer. It does the job. One day my fiance will come after me though. She'll be like, where are my tweezers at? I don't know. What? You don't tweeze? She says she doesn't tweeze. I'm good. I ain't never need to buy tweezers now. Come on, caps lock. There we go. This man has SAT 75 with no tweezers. Well, I did get it on extras. I didn't buy the retail price or the aftermarket price. I'm not made of money. I'm just lucky. My face part looks dumb because I'm trying to like look at the screen. Come on, arrow keys. There we go. Your KBD67 is a Hotswap? It is Hotswap. LNSP. Are you DZ? The DZ I know? Big boy DZ? Strong boy DZ? Cook's selling invites now. What's up, Kevin? Yeah, this is the V2 PCB. If y'all bought KBD67s before December, you have V1 PCB. Which means we got the ESD protection updates. So watch out. Pretty shocker stuff. Okay, left control. I need to do right control. Oh, I don't have a right control. Alright, cool. Big boy DZ, what's up? Alright. I know it's late where you at. Thanks for coming through. See you later. Wait. You hit squat today, right? What'd you hit? I'm peeling this off. That doesn't belong on there. Take it off. So now I got the PCB. I honestly don't really remember how to build this. Why is that there? Dude, I don't know why it's there. They started adding it after, I think, round 2. And it really confuses people. For real. So I have shelf liner here. I think it's left over from when I sold my board. Oh, it does not fit in here. So we'll be cutting this later. To fit. Switches and caps. Today we are building with a bowl of the Gateron Inks Spring Swap 63.5 slow curve. Got the unwiped stems and TX films in here. Four, 5 for 3 wrapped. Damn. I'll come get you in a month. I can't hit it just yet. Alright, so what did I need to do first? Someone watch my guide video and tell me what to do. Just kidding. This is tested. So first I need to do the PCB and plate. Oh no, first I need to do the bump-ons. No thick films this time. I want to see if I can fit 4 or 5 no wrap. 4 or 5 no wrap would be sick, dude. 405 is fun weight. 405 is when the bar is bouncing. So these switches have already been assembled, so I'm not gonna use the thick films. I built out these Gateron Inks a long time ago. Well, I bought them around Black Friday. Alright, so I'm really confused as to why these are black. Oh, that will focus. These are freaking black, and this is white. I'm not gonna use this. Alright, good night, DZ. I need to find my other bump-ons. I got two right here. Just found them randomly. I do not want to use black. Why would they do this? Why? You totally buy that board? Of course you would. You and like how many people on the wait list? Like 10,000? I got a box of like stuff. Sell me this board. Yo, you got a queue already. Why do you need this board for? See if I can find leftover pom-poms. 223 of 3K. Dude, I'm 67 on a wait list. Oh shoot! I got I have 2 extra bump-ons from the SAT 75. Perfect. Somewhere in this way. Oh crap. One of them came off. Yeah, I'll put it here real quick. Stick. Jang. Alright. Put that aside. I just slapped a bump on real quick right there. 150 on the wait list. You actually gonna buy it if you get it? If they actually go through that list, Calvin? Fuck. Oh, your cousin wants it? Dude, don't even bother going on the wait list. I have a feeling they're not even gonna fulfill those. I don't know what that's for. They've been silent on it. Alright, we got our bump-ons. I'm so lucky. I had 2 extras. Right here, 2 extras. From 2 different boards. Trash. I'll leave these black bump-ons for something else. It's crazy that they would have that one. Alright, because these are black, I'm gonna lay it out right here. So the board is going to be put away for now. Got some lint in here, but overall it's pretty clean. Let's work on this PCB plate sandwich. Alright. I guess I should do the stabs first, actually. Per usual, I got one of the last batches of the Durock stabs, also known as Zuggear from Amazon. This comes with a 6.25U and the 7U wires. Prime KB sells them either in the 6.25U or the 7U, not both. This costs a little bit more, but both, so it's always good to have extra wires, because often I use 7U for solder and 6.25U for locked layouts, usually the Hotswap. DZ, what time is it where you at? You're lubing tonight? Alright, so since I'm using the Hotswap, it's going to be locked at 6.25U, so I use a shorter wire. Grab all this stuff out. Also, I highly recommend using fiber insulating washers. Put the right amount of stuff back here. 2 stems, 2 housings, and whatever leftover screws. Right in my crotch. Alright. 22:24. 10 o'clock? Alright, that's not too bad. I'll put this away. I'm gonna get my fiber insulating washers right now. Be right back. Of all these stabs, I can't find my washers. So the cubbies really screw me. I can never find anything. I found them. Sinking in my chair. So this is what they look like. They look like the Chinese candy that's like red, but small. Tofu 96, not sure if I want to build a numpad though. Oh, you need more? I mean, if you really want, I'll just leave it in my closet. Just come through on Saturday if I'm actually gonna be home Saturday, so I'm gonna hang out with you guys. I'll bring some. I bought them from Walmart. Salted. I got these from Walmart.com. Don't buy them from AliExpress right now. Probably not a good idea. Oh god, that's way too many. Salted, send me a DM. Don't got Walmart's here in SF. Yo, I buy it from the Walmart's marketplace, so they ship it. So, I don't know. Crooks is making plans without us, man. But I'm gonna be home working on stuff. Yeah, basically these are the M2 washers. Here, let me pull it up real quick just so you guys have it, since you're asking about it. Okay, let me turn off my screen so you don't see my email. Wait, someone chat something real quick. I want to see if the chat is showing up on the right. Okay, it's not staying up like I wanted it to. Oh well. Walmart. Your order has been delivered. Alright, so I'm gonna link it real quick. Look for these specs, you can buy them anywhere. You might even have them in your store. It's out of stock from this link, but what you're looking at is the 2mm by 4mm by 0.3mm. It's a washer gasket for the M2 screw. Good luck. Find those and you'll be golden. Alright, for the stabs, we're going to use 25G0. This is from Novel Keys. I'm using this brush from Daiso, given to me, or lent to me from Memories from LA. Yeah, out of stock, but you can just search for it. Just you may be able to find it on Amazon, but those were like 2-week shipping, so just look for that. You may have it in your local hardware store, I'm not sure. So this is the 25G0. Let me bring that down. It's a weird thing to hold in my hand. Yeah, what is that? Show the people. Closer. 25G0 Krytox. Good stuff. It feels a little thinner than the regular 25G0 from Krelbit, but because of that, I'm just gonna use it on my stabs. It's like barely thinner. I don't think you'll feel a difference. First open, let's ooh, extra lube right there. Let's make sure not to waste that and not to get it on my mat. Yeah, if y'all want to meet up with me in OC, I got 1600 when I ordered it, so. What's that? Yeah, what's up? Yeah. Okay. My fiance and I are planning wedding stuff and looking at florist. $2,000 subtotal. Alright. So with the 25G0, I just get. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. While you wiping it down, just go ham with that 25G0 on the stabs. Because I don't want to waste my lube. If you go too heavy on the housing, you'll end up making it sluggish. So, your call. The reason I use 25G0 is to not get all over the place. So I'm getting a visible layer on the housing. Let me try to zoom in on this. This is gonna be a lot. Oop. Pretty simple stuff. I'm gonna do the housings first. Throw some mayonnaise on that sun. What's up, Weasel? This one's a little thicker, but it's fine. It's just a stab. So like the surefire way to make sure your stabs like aren't rattly is to just dunk it everything in lube, and technically it won't be rattly, but it'll feel overlubed. I don't like that feeling. It bothers me. So I take my time, just a reasonable amount. Just make sure I can see it on the housing. The housing's clear, which helps. When you have a black one, kind of going blind. Let's see, is my music still playing? Alright, let's check what my music's doing. Cool. Can't believe I'm going back to a KBD fan board. After trying everything else, there's still a place for a simple Hotswap top mount. It's mostly an investment into the channel because I'll be using this to make beginner content and other sound tests that are a little bit more accessible than the gasket mounted stuff. May not sound as good, but I have all my friends with their nicer boards to do that. This is to just really test new stuff coming out. Did I do too much? No. It will be... yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, so I need 8. Yeah, this is the right amount. I usually use dielectric grease and the Permatex, but the Permatex container is really crappy. It keeps getting all over the place. Every bag that I put it in ends up getting covered in lube. 3, 6, 8. Alright, so for the stems, I use the switch picker. There's a jewelry thing. I link it in my videos, I think. I should make a video on this. So what I do is I use that to grab the stem top. This is a 5-prong because I messed up, but get the 4-prong one. Just grab the top. Same kind of deal. Don't do a thin layer like you would for switches, but don't cover it in lube either. I just make sure I get a visible layer. And in terms of inserting it, the side with the 2 openings, gonna be really hard to see, but the side where you see 2 little squares versus 1 rectangle, that's the side that lines up with the opening in the stab. So here, this side has the screw, this side has the opening. You line up the 2 holes with the opening. Yeah, that's it. Side in. And to confirm if you did it correctly, you'll find out when you put the wire in, because one side will go up and the other won't go with it. The wire is supposed to move them up together. So who's still waiting for KBD fans boards since it started shipping again recently? I feel like everyone in that server is always waiting for a DZ60 something. Perpetually forever. Text my coworker, he wanted to check this out. Homero sent me a message on Instagram. Dang, thanks Plume, or thanks Homero, recommending me and Plume on the streams. Text the code here. Don't look. Alright. As we go through the most boring part of the stream, it's very important though, do it correctly so your stabs don't sound bad. For Hotswap, it's not too much of an issue because you can always take out your switches and redo them and fix them. On a solder, it's very important. There are some DIY ways to like make it a little bit less rattly without desoldering, which involve just kind of forcing some lube into the wire from the top. But those do not always work, unfortunately. Yo, I'm short a stem. Right. I got plenty of extra stuff, just grab from the rest of my stash. Two holes, hole, lined up. My face is a little dark, but I don't want to. Let me see. Oh, there we go. So that helps because the camera over there, this is the GH5 camera, and it actually has a flip out screen where to get a massive amount of stabs. I've just been stockpiling them. I try to have boards plus 2 set of stabs. So if I have 3 boards, I know I'm going to buy boards, so I just have an extra one. I usually group buy with my friends, especially when we're buying from Prime KB. We just split the shipping, and I just save at least one. Always have at least one on hand in case I get a board and there's no stabs, or when my stabs are bad, swap it out. But Amazon was selling them for a while, so I bought 2 sets just in case. Alright, so this is the part that's going to differ. If you watch, I don't even know, but there's been a suggestion to dunk your stabs, like literally take your stab, or dunk your wire, literally just like dunk it in there. My buddy Memories told me like you don't have to, and I tried it out, and it turns out you don't have to dunk it, because dunking is very wasteful, especially if you're using 205G0. So I'll just grab a healthy amount, because this is going to be a little bit thicker than my other applications. But what I do is, I brush it on. See if you can see. I brush it on, get a thick layer, but don't need to dunk it and waste all that lube. As long as it's covered, and you make sure you go around the right angle too, you should be able to see that I go all the way to here. Flip to the other side, get some more lube. I'm gonna get this lid off so I can get rid of it. I've been doing this for my last 3 boards, and no one has said that my stabs are rattly or anything. And I think they sound pretty good. And I don't have to blow tons of lube. So, put that down there. While inserting these, I used to do the other thing where you load up the wire with lube and then you stick it in, you like wiggle it around, and then you re-lube the wire and then you insert it. I just insert it now and wiggle it. Make sure you don't get any, so I insert like this. Make sure you don't go underneath the stem, so so you don't get any lube on the bottom, which may create sluggishness. And you snap it in. Easy peasy. Make sure the orientation of the other stab is also matching. Again, don't get it underneath the stab or the stem. Snap it in. At this point, you can brush more lube into it if you want. Sometimes if I'm handling the wire, my fingers just rub it off, so I'll add a little bit. For now, that's one stab. Let's speed it up. So how long have we been streaming? Where does it say? 49 minutes. Holy crap. A little heavy on this one by accident. Just gonna drop this in quick. Snap. Two stabs. How many do I need? 1, 2. Alright, this thing. And you put away one of the wires. Before I accidentally lube it. KBD67 doesn't have a full right shift. I do not need a stab there. Most 65s do not have full right shifts because it's taken up by the arrow, up arrow. So who's lubing with me right now? Over the internets? Now the easiest one is the spacebar, because it's big and it doesn't get all over my hands. And just got on my hands. As you can tell, I'm just kind of brushing it over, making sure there's a even layer. No dunking required. Thick films for your Zelios. Yo, do Zelios even need films? Unless you're just doing it for sound. I'll try to get the excess on my hand so it doesn't get anywhere. Good moves. I love filming tactiles to get the sound a little bit deeper. Those are the stuff. I'm gonna get some paper towels. I'll get that. I'm gonna dump this lid. Screw this on. Should not need lube anymore. Lube bag, Ziploc, everything. Just get this out of the way. Man, I feel like I still have lube on my fingers. So the washers go on top of these screws. So I usually preload them Got the screw, the washer on top. Put it aside. It's one. Right there. Hopefully you can see that. You should be able to see it. What's up, Stash? How's it going? I was trying to rush to get this up because a lot of people are still waiting for their 67s. So I wanted to give them a little teaser to help them ease the pain or maybe make it worse. I'm good. It's not too late. I had some camera issues earlier, so we started a little bit later than expected. My capture card just was not working. I had to unplug and replug and change settings. A whole bunch of stuff. Cool, the fiance just booked our florist for my wedding. That's what I was talking about earlier. I was talking upstairs. One less thing to worry about. I'm sure I have fewer viewers today because Merlin's stream right now. Just the timing, but it's chill. I need to build this anyway. Need to do more switch testing. And this is my only Hotswap board. Everything else is solder. Alright, got all the screws loaded up. Unlike my build guide, I do not have... Oh, my brain is farting. MK Ultra. I do not have MK Ultra foam. So we're just going to do PCB into the plate. Let's check the orientation. But I don't need to do the plate yet. So with the KBD67, is USB really on the left? I guess so. My S75, the USB is on the right. So this will be the backspace stab right here. This will be the enter stab, and the enter stab on the KBD67 Hotswap PCB is flipped. And this is an issue if you're trying to use this with a Savage 65. End up needing to file the plate. Spacebar stab here, and then left shift here. So I don't do the band-aid mod anymore. Most people say it doesn't do anything. So that stab tuning video is a little bit outdated. Teo needs to do a new one, and perhaps I'll do a new one. This, I can cut clips from this too, basically explaining that you don't need to band-aid mod. Just, especially these stabs too. The Everglides do not need tuning, or do not need clipping. They're pre-clipped. That's how you would describe it. But the reality is the new molds do not have those legs. So when entering stabs, it's pretty easy once you do a few, but the stab itself, there's a little leg that hooks. That hook goes into the bigger hole. And then the screw side, this for screw and stabs, goes into the smaller hole. It's just snapped in. Hopefully you can hear that. Some PCBs will have more compatibility, meaning that you can flip the stab either way, which means it won't snap in place, and you will have to hold it in place while screwing it in, because these are only one orientation. It actually helps a bunch. So this bottom, the spacebar stab, the hook goes into there, and this is where the screw goes in. Okay, my hands obviously have blue on them. I ain't building this for anybody, but myself, so I'm not gonna worry about it. It's because I'm grabbing these stabs. Because they're no longer lubing, I'll back up the camera a bit. Alright. So now I'll grab my little screwdriver kit. Get a Phillips head, smallish one. This one should work. It's okay, Thrizzy. You gotta have a Hotswap board, man. Well, for me, I like testing, so I enjoy the process of comparing. So that's why I have Hotswap. Not necessarily for my main board. I do believe there is a sound difference. With the solder versus Hotswap, my Gateron Inks, okay, this bit is too small. My Gateron Inks definitely felt a little bit more rattly and loose when using it in Hotswap. I'll confirm that today because I also got those Gateron Inks lubed by someone else, so it may not have been the best quality. I lubed these myself, so if they sound bad, it's my fault. Before I could blame, oh, this is the last guy, maybe he did a bad job. Now we're gonna face our fears and see. Whenever you screw these in, make sure it sits flush. When I was helping my friend rebuild it or redo his stabs, he definitely did not have them sit flush. That creates issues when you test the keys. I'm gonna try to do the ones hanging off the edge first. No Band-Aid mod salted. I do not believe it does anything. What's that screwdriver set? Let's check the Amazon. Got this from Perry. Well, got the idea from Perry. Set. We get a referral link. I am an Amazon affiliate, so if you use my links, it gives me a kickback. Hopefully you don't mind. The money just goes back into content creation, just like this. Grab the link. If you hate me, you can use your own. You can just search it up yourself too. Just copy it. Go in incognito or something. There you go. That is the referral link for the screwdriver set. One thing I will say is if you're gonna be doing a lot of boards, a lot of builds, get the single screwdriver kits. So it's like every bit is its own screwdriver. Those are a little bit more better quality, and you're less likely to strip your screws. I just use this because it's more convenient. Just buy with a VPN. Thanks, Weasel. Just totally bypass my referral link. It's chill, do whatever you want. It's a free country if you're in America. Forget that cubes go all over the world. Do you have to pay today? Pay by card. Debit. Yeah, do Chase. Yeah, I'll do it later. I can't do it right now. Alright, now that I'm in the middle, I can just screw these in. Oh, and the screwdriver set is magnetic. It helps. Okay, this bit is also too small. So you can tell when a bit's too small because it just slides around the hole. You do not want that, especially if you're doing case screws. A lot of people use, I'd explain this real quick. So a lot of people use some of these. These are Torque screws, so you get a big one so you can see. These are. Can you get close? This is that like torque screw. Don't use that for hex. They're not hex. They'll fit, kind of, but like using a smaller bit for a screw. If it's the wrong size, it'll work, but you're slowly grinding away at the screw, and you end up stripping it. If you strip it, you got bad news, bad times. Don't do it. So if a board comes with a hex key, I know it sucks to use it, just use the hex key. And be aware that hex keys come in metric and imperial. So if you're buying something from like a Home Depot and you're in the States, or your board came from China, chances are that they're different sizes. Like I said, it may work, but you may end up screwing yourself. Alright, sorry y'all. Right, 2 more screws. Don't laugh at me, alright? Fiance's mocking me from upstairs. I don't know how, but I have 3 screws. Did I screw every single thing? Yeah, I have an extra screw. The Zuggear one came with an odd number of stems, short 1 stem, and 1 extra screw. No good. Well, luckily, I don't need all of the stabs. At this point, the best thing to do is to check that your stabs sound good. Well, first of all, let's do that check I was talking about. Lift up one side, it should lift up both. Alright, I kind of know what I'm doing. Today we're building this with GMK Bento. I also have the Rama cap. Good. One of my favorite sets. Some people do not like the Weeb Legends. Those people have their own opinion. And they're entitled to it. Alright, let's turn down the light. Where's my remote? Let's see. Weeb tax. Dude, like GMK Bento spiked up in price recently. I don't know why. It's wild. It's GMK Bento. Dude, I'm sure you made a lot of money on that sales stash. Yeah, base going for 300 is wild. I did not pay 300. So these are my Gateron Inks. So whenever you insert into, let me turn that back up. Whenever you insert switches into a KO Hotswap, the best thing to do is actually support the back. A lot of KBD fans, customers with Hotswap boards, they don't support it, like as in they just insert it in the board, which you can technically. The standoffs will kind of hold it in place, but it's best to support the back. You sold a bundle for 400. You had space bars and the desk pad, so the desk pad would be like 40. Space bars would probably be another 40. So if you sold for 400 minus 80, I should be able to get 320. But then I would be short a keycap set. I'm gonna be selling my Kuroshiro. I'm gonna keep the GMK Bento. Just over EPBT at this point. Alright. 6.25 use spacebar. space. Bless you. I think this is the right shift size. Maybe. Jap mods for Kuroshiro. Dude, I have Japanese mods. You wanna buy from me? I got the Kuroshiro base, I got the Japanese mods, I got spacebar kit, and the Rama cap. But I definitely need to sell all of it together. So what you want to do when you have it assembled like this is to just check for evenness. Do you want 8.5 or gasket? My bundle price? Dude, I'm trying to get as much money out of it as I can. But if it's for a follower, I can make an exception. There's some clicking out of this one. Perryman wants to know. I probably don't need to get either, man. Have your pick. Let him sell. I don't want to buy any more stuff. I gotta check this with the other board. Let's see if I can just add a little bit more lube into the wires. At least for the spacebar. So basically you want to listen for a sound that's consistent on the left side and on the right side. For me, I'm hearing a little bit of pinging when I just lightly tap the edge of the spacebar. So to kind of remedy that, without having to take everything apart, just brush it. Yeah, Spooky, just buy whatever you want. I'm feeling poor again. Comes and goes. While I'm at it, I might as well just add a little bit to all the other wires and then we'll move on from here. Giving you the 8.5.2 course. I don't even know if I can afford it, man. This sounds good. Got a homie that's gonna give up his spot for the E8.5. I don't know if I need that in my life. We just booked a forest and that was too much money. We saved a little bit of money, but still a lot of money. Right, I'm like brushing the freaking lube out of this. Like glob in something. Alright, we're done with this. Take off these switches. Let's put these to the side. Put this down. That's the fun part, which is I should check this again. In case it sounds bad. E8.5 at cost. Solder PCB. Gotta think about it. Should I do it? What I'm checking for now is that making sure that the stab isn't sluggish or the key isn't sluggish. Because I did add more lube. Now let's find that pin again. Very controlled now. This kind of looks weird. A little bit on this side. So maybe a little bit more on this wire. Call it good. Keep putting that brush away. Music is really, really loud. Thanks, Mundy. That's a good point. I was showing you the sound without turning down the music. Let's mute it, and we'll do that sound again. Alright, so look at my face cam for this. Let me make sure. No problem. So I'm listening for a ping by tapping the edge. I don't really hear a ping. There's a little bit of movement because there's no plate. So for the ping, that's fine. And just for good measure, we'll just do a sound. Let's put this down. This is how I like my stabs to sound before putting it into the board. Alright, good enough for me. I'm taking my time with this because I don't want to do it again, pretty much. My keycap puller. Thank you, Mundy. All right. Now we put on the plate. I'm gonna get some switches in here. Just, sorry for the shaky cam, but the next step is to actually screw in. Actually, we need to screw in. I like to do these are the standoffs. I would recommend watching my build video or my build guide if you need specific instructions on how to build it, because I can't really zoom in using this setup as I'm doing it, but in post, the magic of editing, I can. Did they change the screws on this? Yo, they did. The flatheads used to be like flat on top, but now they're gonna protrude a little bit. Oh well. So what we do is take the standoff, stick it underneath, and then you put on the Phillips head. I do this backwards. I know it's backwards because I asked Dr. Darko of KBD fans. He's a mod there, and he says do it the other way. But what I do is I hold the standoff with my finger, and I screw in the screw. So now it's in place. Yo, actually, am I missing screws? Check Discord, thank you. What's up? Discord. Whoa. Okay, my keyboard's not connected. So my standoffs are not included. Let me check my screws. So we gotta count the screws. Because I think that I'm missing screws. Well, the KBD fans uses these small screws for this small screw, this tiny one. Can you focus? That tiny one's gonna connect the plate to the board. Oh, I think I'm using the wrong screws. I was second guessing because the Phillips head, the golden one. This, can you see? Trust me, it was too long. So they changed the top screw to a flat one. It is a flat Phillips head. So the same thing I did before. Hold it in place, like so. With my finger, then use this to screw. Ah, that's just not as aesthetic, man. Small changes makes a little bit of a difference, but technically you won't see it when the keycaps are on anyway. So so as long as you don't take nudes of your board, you should be okay. But what we're seeing right here is a black screw. It used to be silver. A black screw is going into the standoff, and you definitely need to make sure you have a gap, like some threads still on the standoff, to screw the hex key in. The hex key will be going through the PCB. Is it a flat one? These screws are so tiny, man. VPFL, is that you, Perry? I don't know y'all's Discord name or y'all Twitch names. Oh, I missed the hole. Let's see what's going on. Damn, Nick caught me trying to sell Curl Shoe on stream. Oh, I missed the hole, man. I screwed it in and nothing caught. God. I'm missing the hole again. So the thing you can do is just hold the screw in place and screw the standoff into it. If you're having trouble like me missing the hole. So what I have in here are two screws of the same length, except one has a round top. There's no way you can see that. One has a rounded top. Don't use that one for the top of the plate. Unless I'm wrong, in which case this will be very awkward and not a surprise in the least. Salted, how many switches have you gone through? Oh crap, did I lose something? Yeah. Grab all these flat top screws. Okay. 1, 2, 3 more. Alright, cool. I have just enough standoffs. 3 because I bag lubed all 70 springs. Bag lubing springs. Okay, I've done that. What lube did you use? Did you use oil or did you use your regular lube? Dude, assembly is always surprisingly time consuming. Krytox 105. Good, good. I would recommend the same. Struggling to get all these screws in. That should be my last one. Looks like I have one extra screw and one extra standoff. KBD Fans is getting better at counting. So all we have now is the standoff is connected to the top brass plate via a black flat top Phillips head screw, and I slotted it over the stabilizers. Krytox 105 is still pingy though. Sometimes the springs just suck. I don't know about Zelios because I haven't used them personally, but I know for a fact the alpaca and the mauve springs are not the best. They're Durock springs, so I've been spring swapping those. Krytox helps with math, or Corona helps with math. Yeah, unfortunate. Alright, got all these in. I'm gonna drop in some screws to kind of center all this. Not dropping screws, I'm gonna drop in switches in the corners so that I have an easier time screwing in the PCB into the plate. And like I said before, I'm supporting the back with my hand as I push through, as to not lift the KL Hotswap socket, because although it's Hotswap and you do not need to solder, if you are to lift your KL Hotswap socket, you will need to solder, because you need to reflow the socket. And what I learned from using my FR4 plate and just other builds is to make sure that the plate lifts up to the right height on the switch. On more flexible builds, the plate will just kind of sag. You don't want that. So right now I have this little unit, PCBs on the back. I got some switches in between. Now there are these little holes outlined by golden rings. Those are where your medium length, I think your round top hex screws or Phillips head screws are gonna go. It looks like they used to do a hex screw for the back of the PCB, but now they're Phillips heads, which helps just a little bit at least. Helps the assembly during this process because you're not swapping between a Phillips head and a hex key. So I'm gonna grab all these round top screws. There's a longer, so I'm looking at this golden screw. I don't know where it goes. I'll find out. But I don't think there's enough slack or enough. Well, let's see. We'll just try it. We'll try to use a golden screw. I think it's gonna be too long. Wait, I used it earlier. It's definitely too long. I need the shorter black screw. Screw this in there. Actually, I like to throw standoffs on. I like to throw washers on this too, just in case. I'm paranoid. So since I have 1600, I'm gonna drop it on all of the holes for the rear screw to the PCB. Why not? I don't mind alpaca springs if lubed up proper. Alpaca springs are okay. Not the best, but I like alpacas because they don't need a lot of mods. You can use a stock even. So for that purpose, I wouldn't spring swap them. But if you're gonna go through the effort of modding, perhaps with the unwiped stems, might as well do a spring swap. The stock 62 grams on the alpaca are a little light for me too. A little bit. One of 5 a little down with 3203 in the back. It's good, it's good. Okay, these are catching way easy. And I'll take out the switches in a second to make sure it's secured. It's literally taking me like 2 turns to screw in. I hope it's the right screw. You're at 8 now. Assembly, correct? What's your lube on the stem rail and bottom housing? 3203 for the maximum tactility. I still have 3203 at home. Like, it's in my bag of stuff, and I haven't used tactiles in a minute. 205. So why'd you put 3203? Oh, 3203 is less thick, so it'll actually disperse in the bag. 205 Zelios. That was my method for my Holy Pandas, to try to get a deeper sound. Hopefully you're happy with your results. I would have done the same if I had Zelios. Alright, I think I got all the screws in. Let's pull out the switches to double check that it's secured. Alright, it's not falling apart. We are good. So for the purpose of this, because I want to protect the sockets, I'm going to insert the switches in before putting the plate and PCB into the board. And I also have to cut out that little piece, but we are moving, and I'm intending for this to finish in just over 2 hours. Let's get all these corner pieces in. What keys and keycaps? Free Hong Kong 2020. I'm using Gateron Ink Black Spring Swap with 63.5 slow curve sprits, filmed with TX films, lubed with 205G0, and I will be using GMK Bento with the Bento Rama on E-White KBD67 MKII. You don't have 3203 or 3204 on hand. 205G0 does a good job anyway. I would use that for almost everything. I have like 3 GRs or 205G0. So I'm supporting this Kill Hot socket. Now those unwiped stems. Oh, I forgot to mention it. Yes, these are the unwiped stems. Get close. It's white, so it's like a Gateron Ink clear now. Shoot, I like smashed the crap out of this one. Just trying to use this one. These are desoldered with an FR301 because I have these in a TX87 SE. But I wanted to downsize, so I got rid of it. Sold it to a local person. I posted in KBD fans, and turns out the buyer was in my neighborhood. And because you asked about it, I'll just do a quick little sound test right here. Sounds pretty smooth to me. Gateron Ink Black's already pretty smooth, so I wouldn't recommend doing this mod. I just have a lot of time on my hands. Yeah, they are very smooth. They probably didn't need the unwiped stems, honestly, But what I was going for was a deeper sound, and from my testing, the sound coming out of unwiped stems was deeper. But it's interesting, someone in my Discord, my Andy Teaches Tech Discord, that should be down below, they mentioned that it makes the sound clackier, and they actually don't like the sound on any switches, which is very, very interesting. But for me, I like the sound. I tested it for myself, and I like it, so no big deal. Everything's preference anyway, so make sure not to just take others' words for it. Test it yourself. And if you end up buying these and you do not like them, don't worry about it, you'll be able to sell them no problem. The supply on this has been pretty low. I got an extra stack, about 90. Hopefully I can find something to do with them. Sounds more flat to you. Flat. Yeah, maybe. I really gotta try it in this board. There's a sound test on my channel with this in the TX87 SE, and I really like the sound. I'll link it right now. Let's see. My concern was, one of my friends said that the unwiped stem kind of kills the unique sound profile of the Gateron Ink Black, but other people have said that it still retains the unique Gateron Ink Black sound. So it's very interesting to hear others' opinions, because it always varies. What's up, Ecold? Feeling good. The build is moving along. Building a Hotswap board is much easier than a solder. My last build stream ran into a lot of issues with the OLED screen. Let's move this a little closer. My little bowl of switches. When I insert switches, I start from the corners. I move my way in. The corners kind of stabilize it. And make sure to press and make sure the plate has gone up the switch. So I was test on alpacas and I had to get them. Got the silent version. What the heck? Grabbed this and only got a bottom housing. Nice. Yeah, if you need the alpacas right now, that's the way to go. I am really thankful that someone in the Prime KB Discord discovered that they are the same switch once you remove the silencing rings. I looked at it myself, and it is true. There is a silencing ring on the alpaca, but I didn't know that. I was imagining a like O-ring type of deal on the stem, the center column in the stem, or center pole. It's actually goes vertically around the rail. That was cool. I have a sample pack from Prime KB just for testing purposes, and that's how it looked. Unfortunately, I thought they were like the same price though. Unfortunately, it was 70 cents versus the 55. But still better than paying $1 plus on Mech Market. Working for a while to build a case out of material that hasn't been really used at all yet. Would you care to share, or is it on the DL? Super secret. Really? You couldn't take those out? Okay, I got some weird red stuff on here. I'm not gonna use this switch. Super secret. Okay, that's cool. I'm always interested in new things. I'm trying to get an alternative plate made for my Satisfaction 75 because the plate files are released. But I want it out of palm. One of my favorite feeling plates has been palm. Tried a few of my friends' palm half plates or palm full plates, and I love the feel. Interesting. Well, at least someone has already taken out the silencing rubber on the silent alpaca, so you should be fine. It definitely sounds like cereal too, you know? Damn, I didn't desolder these that well. Is Merlin still streaming right now? He is not. No wonder my viewership went up. What was he doing today? Did anyone come from over there? My thumbs are starting to hurt. For real. I guess one of my switches fell apart in this bowl. I just see a film, an unwiped stem, and a housing. Next time. Hi Jessica, where are you creeping from? What switches are these? These are Gateron Inks Blacks. Spring swap to 63.5 slow curve from Sprit. Stem swap with the unwiped stem. Film with clear TX films. One of my favorite linears, because I love the deep sound it creates. Gateron Inks have a really nice deep sound profile. Although alpacas are a new hot thing, the Durock linears do not have that deep of a sound. Thank you, thank you. I need commands. Eddie, I do have a build command. It's exclamation mark build, but if someone's asking, why not just tell me? So if y'all need to know my builds next time, you just type that. Someone mentioned that on my first stream. Got a little bit gunk here. I was just spamming it. I'm hoping that the sound will be very similar to the TX87 SE, but the reality is this board is not as heavy, not as much material. TKLs just sound better overall. There's more room for the sound to travel, so know that when you're going for a 60% or a 65%, or even a 75. Switches are all installed. I'm gonna go grab the case. Should be moving along. Let's turn down the light so you can appreciate the E-white. Alright. E-white. Not anodized. There's just like some electric process to get to the white on there. Gold pops on it. Hella. Look at that. So first we need a Phillips head. No longer using hex keys for the case. That is amazing. My buddy, sorry Carl, that you stripped the screws on your case, but now we got Phillips heads. So maybe we can find the spec for these and get you sorted after you extract that screw. So Gat ink bum wipes, Gat milk inks, but it's not milky because there's milky top mods. Some people use like the Gat yellow milky top and swap it into like Telios and stuff. So you can't just call it milky, people get confused. It has to use the word bum wipe because that's like the nickname for it, for the wipes. Alright, let's get these screws out of here. There's definitely a lot of screws in this case. There should be 8 or 8. So I'm gonna do real quick. Is to cut this. This is shelf liner from Home Depot. I use it for sound dampening. I don't want to buy Silverthane because I'm poor. And Silverthane is like $25 per board. This shelf liner was $7 and I've done at least 9-10 boards and I've given it away too. You're the creator of this switch, you can copy the right name. Copyright the name. I'm sure I'm not the only one that has done unwipe Gat inks. I'm sure. Buy the Eva foam from Michaels, is $1 for a sheet. Is the Eva foam better though? Did you get Eva foam in the Savage, Eddie? Oh, I think I got a bug bite. Damn. Oh, I cut too much. I have a little gap right here. Alright, be right back. Wait. I was ready for this. More shelf liner. Not too bad when GS good. Alright. Let's try this again. Sounded a bit better. So how much does a sheet cover, Eddie? 1 board? 4 boards? 3 boards? I don't have an Amazon link for this because I bought it at Home Depot, but I'm using 1/8 inch. Let me just find it. Let's see if there's something on Amazon. I'm sure there is. Alright. I'm not going to recommend Amazon because it's way more expensive. Everything's like 20-30 bucks. Let me just get to the Home Depot link for y'all. Yeah, I'll link you the Home Depot. I don't want to recommend you guys buy something more expensive. Alright, so it's $10. Let's check this. The spec. 0.08 inches. Noodles, I agree. That sucks. Yeah, especially doing the PCB and the plate. Shelf liner. You can link Home Depot's as engineer site. Alright. Where is the right shelf liner? $7? Is this it? 1 second. Reading the spec product height. Dang, where's the one I bought? It may be this one. Alright. Gotta get back to the build, but this one, 0.08 inches comes out to be 2 millimeters. You want something between 2 and 3. I think 1/8 inch is a little bit thicker, so it ends up needing to be compressed, which isn't the best. Let's make sure this is long enough. Got craft show right now. Do I do a lot of CAD? Yes, I do. I do 2D CAD. Oh, sorry. I work in land development, so there's a lot of working with dirt. So we gotta make sure the parking lot is flat. And there's like curb ramps, some things underground, utilities. But I model it in CAD. Cut this. I think this will fit. I got the, click something. Got this width. I'm gonna get the height now. Electrical CAD, sometimes layouts. Really? Electrical engineering messed me up bad. Electrical classes. Face cam rip. Did it freeze? Thanks for letting me know. Let's get that back. You back? There we go. Anyone else building tonight and just hanging out? No, salted was salted. Right? F cam. This is gonna be super ghetto. Try not to scuff the board as we cut. A little bit more. Oh, Han's strong tonight. There's no puns for civil, dude. Civils are the easiest engineering, and we get made fun of, for real. Oh, you couldn't do real engineering? No. Still too tall. Oh my god, how many times am I gonna have to cut this? I think this is the right height now. Just compress it in. That'll be fine. We're super ghetto. This is not laser cut. Just clear off this stuff. It looks like there's a bump here and I do not like that, so I'll cut a little bit more. How'd you get into? I measure with the ruler? You know, Lala, that's probably accurate. But my problem is I can't cut in a straight line anyway. So why bother? As I'm going, I'm like just kind of turning around. Time to invest in a straight edge cutter thing. Probably, dude. I'll buy that after I get the tweezers. You know what? That's good enough. This needs to get screwed into the top first. Move this over. Arrow keys. Looks like this will be the gold screws. Nah, dude, I don't have tweezers. I use this for real. This is for makeup. I did that, so I don't know, I probably could have just done what you did. I forgot that it screws into the top. Cause it's top mount. Noob. Nobody say we professionals out here. Isn't that for your nose hair? Dude, I don't know, maybe. Babe, is it for your nose hair? Are those tweezers for your nose hair? My fiance doesn't know, so. It's for eyebrows. It's for eyebrows. I got into, to answer a question from earlier, I got into photography and videography. Well, I got into photography in high school because I wanted to do art, but I couldn't draw for the life of me. In photography, there's like rules to it, so I kind of satisfied the engineering side of my brain as well. So I got into photography, did it for quite a while, on and off. Took a break in college because studies got really difficult. Then I picked it up again, tried to make a business out of it after I graduated. So we do have a few scuffs on the inside of the case. Let's see. It's gonna be hard to see, but just a few markings on the inside of the top part of the case. But that's okay, it's on the inside. So these, for the Satisfaction 75, these thinner silver screws were intended for just shipping. So I might be concerned to I'm not supposed to use them. Oh, if it starts dripping, we'll stop using it. But I like the silver screw more. Rather than a biology subject where you're constantly being accused of being a scuffed, failed doctor in my experience. Alright, this foam is pretty thick. So I want to screw in the four corners, get it closer. The screw feels pretty sturdy, so I'm going to keep using the silver for now. You can still get into photography, man. I got into videography when I was 22. How old am I? 23. And now I make a lot of videos. My photography skills were the background to help. But most of my learning in video has been through practice. plateless is best sound. Brass plate, in my opinion, I actually like aluminum plate better, especially in high-end boards. But the problem is, most high-end boards use brass. If it has a rigid plate. And cheaper boards typically use aluminum, at least stock. At least the KBD fans, stock boards have aluminum. I think they're moving all brass now, so it might be good. For me, if possible, I do like palm plate or PC plate. My favorite typing experience is on palm half plate or PC half plate. But I do enjoy the sound out of brass, especially if it's a TKL board. A heavy TKL board with a brass plate, pretty nice depending on the switches. Yeah, I wouldn't extra. So there's a gap because the shelf line is pushing back because I have a thicker one. Screw in a little tighter. Make sure I close that gap. Oh, that's just my arm. Sorry, y'all. My arm acne. So for those of you who are watching and maybe missed the beginning, if you're getting the E-White, consider getting white or clear pump-ons because they give you black ones. Unfortunately. You know what I should have done? Should have checked that my switches still worked. Oh my god. You know what? I don't know how to turn it off right now. Sorry. No, let's do VIA. Oh, let's do QMK tester. Function plus Q. Q. Oh, there we go. I couldn't find the Q. GK64 with stock plastic cape, but they come with an aluminum plate, switching on metal or wooden case. Nah, just keep using aluminum. GK64 is a budget board. Don't put too much money into it. Practice with it. Get used to the switches, get used to building, and then maybe upgrade to another board. What is that PCB? This is the KBD67 Mark II Rev 2 PCB. Alright, so let's do... refresh this. Let's turn on the display capture, window capture. I really hope none of my pins are bent. Cool. We're good, we're good. Nice. Everything is working as intended. So let's get those caps on here. And we're wrapping this up. Here's the rest of the keycaps. This is GMK Bento. One of my favorite weeb sets. Let's move some of this stuff out of the way. Two-point U shift on the left. Is that Bento shined? Who is this? Protein shakes? Yo, the Bento is shined. For real. I sold it to this guy. He looks like Teja, but he's not. But he's a league gamer. So we shined the QWERT. QWERT. I'm gonna put these screws away so I don't lose them all. Yeah, I sold it to him, and then he I asked for him to sell it back, and he did. And I looked at it, I was like, yo, I gave this to him like new, and it's not like new anymore. Damn it. God. The gamers, man. I'm just playing though. It's not a big deal. Yeah, well, I sold it to him for a pretty good price. He sold it back to me for the same price. All good. Considering the current price now, even if I were to sell it shined, I'd still make money. So I'm not worried about it. But I don't forgive. He's in my Discord now, so I will forever give him crap. Making money, SMH. Where are the flipper police at? Ooh. Ooh. Y'all hear that? Okay, sound test soon. Almost done. Almost done. The world's slowest Hotswap builder ever. Spooky ghosty. Oh. I gotta put a vento on this one. Oh, Rama on this one. Hope Bento does another run. I hope Bento does another run after I sell. Or if I get insider news, I'll sell before. Because I definitely paid a little bit more than I intended for it. I mean, Taro's out. Been Taro. And Taro was being rerun. Definitely a way different markets though. Bento is so much cuter. Another run, if I recall correctly. I haven't heard anything about another run, personally. But maybe. Nice set with Hangul. Hangul's Korean? Yo, do I have? Yeah, I want the other arrow keys. Have I seen the Fentos? I have not. Yo, if it's coming out, let a brother know so I can sell. What keys go here? Delete. Could have, yeah, that doesn't sound confirmed at all. Page up, page down. Is there a lower page up? There we go. This is not the right row height. He thought about it though? Yeah, that's true. That's something. Are there no function keys on this? Guess I'll do some orange down here. I don't know what to put here. Are you planning on using the novelty? I am. I just don't know what to put here. Oh, the novelty's here. Yes, that's probably smarter. Thanks for reminding me. In which case, I will take out these. There's so many options, you know? Which row height is this? The red sushi enter. That is nice. Let's swap that. Cool. I need to use the blue here though. Kind of balances out a bit. Can I switch this shift? No, I cannot. This one? It does. I remember seeing someone post on Reddit, or maybe in one of the Discords. Will this fit? That's definitely not the right row. That they bought a second alternative set to get the other / key, and they had to sell the other one. So, and they were able to. Good for them. Nope, that's not the right height. Yeah, I don't know either. I need an R2. Which of these is R2? I'm super confused. Is R2? Oh, there we go. That ain't right. Yo, I need to look up the KBD67. I forgot what the bottom row is supposed to look like. Yo, if you type in KBD67, 2 of my videos come up. Merlin's build shoe comes up first though. So it's like an imager. Is it embarrassing that this is taking so long? Just putting on the keycaps. These are the right size. I'm just short one. Does that look weird? I feel like that looks weird. That's not even that key. God damn it. I'm not answering that question. Control. I think I should use non-colored for this. Alright, let's just put all this away, do a quick sound test, and we out of here. Even have the ROM. Spacebar looks warped. Looks straight to me. The ROM cap makes the set, man. You need it. Alright. My least favorite thing to do is to put back these pins. Two-hour plus Hotswap. Yo, the first time I actually did this for recording was so much worse. I'm just hanging out with friends, man. So yeah, that thing right here, definitely take that off. This is a different recording setup than my typical YouTube video. I'm going to do a sound test. Okay, typing's on the screen. Just 200 words. This is scuffed. Alright, let's try this one with 50. What is he doing? Oh my bad, sorry. Alright, we'll do a sound test again. Scuffed! Alright, we're gonna do it one more time. Alright, how does that sound? Wait, let me hit the mods real quick. that was embarrassing. In terms of, I got 4-pin YC8. I've come to the conclusion that I do not like slow curve Sprit springs. That's what is in these switches right now. Dang, I can't line up these dang pins. Okay. Alright. Thanks for hanging around. 2 hours, 20 minutes to do a Hotswap board. I am the world's worst builder. Yeah, I did say YC8 is easy to put together, but I'm on stream. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. Looks like it took you. Alright. Unplug it. Dang it, I'm doing it again. There, YC8. Yeah, so that's the. Let's take a look at the board. Didn't get a quick shot of it. This is a GMK Bento. You see the brass reflection? That's cool. We got the novelties here. Needs a poly plate. Definitely does. Too bad they don't make a poly plate for it. It's a pretty good board. Pretty good budget board. You got Hotswap. You got top mount. No kind of isolation whatsoever. Maybe you could do O-rings. I do have O-rings, so I can test that out. But overall, it's a good tester board for me. Nice white. I'll use it temporarily until. Yo, this thing is not screwed in tight. Or is it like that? Oh my god, it's like that. This is the weight is loose. KBD67 MKII V2 PCB with the ESD protection, upgraded from V1. It has I think that's really it, the ESD protection. Yeah. That's it. Built it, not gonna use it. My little tester board. You'll be seeing this in sound test videos, switch comparison videos. Want to use brass because it doesn't hide the sound as much. And yeah, thanks for hanging out. Links below to follow me on Instagram, follow me, join my Discord, subscribe to me on YouTube. Thanks for being patient with me. Hopefully you learned something. I was trying to give tips along the way. Yeah, for beginners. That's what this video is intended for. The VOD, as well as the other VODs, will go up on YouTube. We'll give it a try, see if it works. If it hurts, I'll probably still keep doing it anyway. Some people like the YouTube more than the Twitch. Links are broken, by the way. I'll go fix the links. Why are my links broken? What the hell? Seriously? I'm not going to join voice chat right now. I'll join it in a second. Are my links really broken? Yo, I just plugged in the board. Okay. Is it really broken? Yo, I suck at this. They all have Twitch TV in front of them. Oh my god. I'm the worst. Oh my god. This stuff is hard. I shouldn't quit my day job. Okay, let me grab that Discord. Yeah, that's all the pages. I'll fix it by next time. I'll probably do another kind of like modding video next week. Probably a desolder, resolder, or some other kind of tip. Thanks for watching. See y'all later. I need to get off the stream before I embarrass myself.